right, fellas. It is week 11.
Still sitting there, Calvin Ridley. No.
Calvin Ridley in the building. Who reacted already? That's what's up. I love you guys. Somebody, I think it might be Christian, shared it and reacted. No comment though.
But yeah, big hero.
Yeah, boy, at work. Alright, so we without the pink. We got PY swimming in the pink. The pink's, bro, look at that. The camera's so bad. Why Aaron Rodgers mid? Bro. That's a good question. Why is Aaron Rodgers mid?
Because he's old and has no receivers to throw to.
Okay.
Except Christian Watson now.
Yeah, one
He
game.
just had his breakout game. Now he's going to be more consistent and not get hurt every other game.
Consistent, huh?
Yes.
You think he's going to be consistent?
Yes.
Legit?
Yes.
What do you think,
Dear
Christian?
God, I hope so.
You think he's gonna be
Yes. we need to turn the season around.
Sammy Walker's not reliable enough?
No.
Samuel
Alan
Watkins.
Lazardi reliable?
Apparently not.
I could have told you that. I think I did at the start of the season.
Maybe, I don't know.
Randall Cobb not reliable enough for you?
Brandon Cobb's actually been pretty good. He's just been hurt.
He's also like 64.
That's true, too.
Alright, so last week, let's go over these games. We had Atlanta. Well, we already
God,
had.
not just man up. Yeah.
We talked about Atlanta at Carolina a little bit. Me and you. You got anything on that game? The Thursday night game, Carolina beat Atlanta, keeping them out of the playoff hunt.
Dude, I don't even remember what happened in that game, to be honest with you.
To be honest, it was a boring game.
That's most Thursday night games are.
Yeah.
But this one's going to be amazing because the Packers are going to put up 40 on Tennessee.
What's our bet? Alright, big live bet. Steak dinner. Do you want to take it against
Does
Ohio
the loser
State?
get to pick or does the winner get to pick where?
I mean, what's the difference? There's like two good ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it just Ryan Tannehill white? Like he took shots at our team, so then why is he white?
Bro, you said two other white people, and then just Ryan Tannehill white.
No, right?
It's because Ryan Tannehill's a winner.
But is winner or loser get to pick?
Winner, the person who wins the bet gets to pick where to go. If I win, I'm picking Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse is, I mean, Longhorn Steakhouse is pretty good too.
Oh, that's pretty good.
There's not one in the Springs.
Yes, there is.
Where?
Down by the movie theater. Buffalo Wild Wings over by there.
Ah, I haven't been there in a while. He's the only white
He's the only one who played.
What?
well, Kirk Cousins.
I think he is out of the people.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so
Alright.
let's go. Let's start with the Seattle and Tampa Bay in Germany game. Tom Brady becomes the first player to win in 4 different countries. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, when you play in the league for 40 years, it's
There
going
is
to happen.
And Roger Goodell said that he's gonna 4 more games next season in Germany.
I heard that crowd was
Wait,
hyped.
did you say 4 countries?
4 more games.
Yeah, so he won in America, one in Mexico, one
Oh, I
in
didn't realize you played in Mexico.
London, and one in Germany. What'd he say? You mean
For Coach Chains.
he's a thug?
And Kirk Cousins is stuck in the league.
Yeah, but he ruined the gritty.
Don't matter.
You think he ruined it first.
No, Kirk Cousins did like the second week. Gesicki just doubled down and made it the worst fucking move ever.
I love Mac Jones, bro. He was
Yeah,
great.
that's-
Mac
Zach
Jones did? I
Wilson,
didn't.
Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, all these white dudes just trying to, and it's not good.
Trying to fit in.
But I feel like Seattle could have won that game. That was a game that Tampa needed to win to push for the playoffs, because without that win, they would still only be 1 game ahead. But now they are in firm control of the NFC South.
Well, they're 5-5, right?
Yeah, and the rest
I
of
don't
them
know if
have
that's-
3 wins, I think.
I don't know if that's firm control.
Jesus, mess you
I was like, what are you showing me? But let's keep moving it. We got the Broncos at
Ooh, I might agree
Titans.
with Christian on this one. Vikings win the Super Bowl.
No,
Better
absolutely not.
Why not?
How many MVPs does Kirk Cousins have?
How many does he need?
Well, just as much as Aaron Rodgers should be better.
I don't feel like that's a false statement.
About 2 Super Bowls, 1 MVP.
No,
But he has 2.
maybe,
What?
but absolutely
Okay,
not.
would you rather Aaron Rodgers win an MVP or the Packers win a Super Bowl?
Oh, Packers won a Super Bowl. But,
All right,
but,
so your statement is invalid.
but no, if we're comparing quarterbacks, though, then you compare their stats, and Kirk Cousins would be on the same level of Super Bowls, but Aaron Rodgers still has more MVPs.
I also agree with Christian on this one.
Oh my
Aaron
god.
Rodgers.
That doesn't matter when we talk about football.
Aaron Rodgers had a family. Keyword had.
Yeah.
He left him to do
Okay, can we
ayahuasca.
talk about something
Oh,
else?
Broncos at Titans. Titans won 17-10.
Another boring game.
It was boring, but let me tell you, the Broncos' longest allowed reception. Oh, there's the Bulls number. Longest allowed reception was 35 yards until this week when Ryan Tannehill threw for 68-yard touchdown to fucking what's his name? Harris.
Bikini or something?
Yeah,
Like Bikini?
It's your
Yeah.
team, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Know your players, bro.
Yeah, whatever. It's a hard name. But I'm just glad the Titans won, and there's about 3 people that owe me a steak dinner right now. That's the good thing about living in Colorado and the Broncos being bad. Alright, next up we got Cleveland getting demolished by Miami. I think the final score was like 14-37 or something like that. I don't remember the actual score, but yeah.
Neither of you were on around this week, right?
No.
In the 2020 draft class, I know who the 4 main guys are.
2020 draft class.
So
For the quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks. Oh, yeah.
Was that Trevor Lawrence's? Or the year?
So
So the year
there's the
prior?
before.
I was pretty sure it was 2020. Look, 2 is draft class.
2. So Jalen Hurts,
Yeah,
Tua. Who else?
Burrow.
Sam Darnold.
Or was Burrow before Tua?
Yeah.
Burrow was
No,
with
Burrow
Tua.
wasn't there. Not Sam Darnold.
Not Sam Darnold. So Joe, Tua, Jalen. Who's the? Was Kyler? No, that was the year before, huh?
2 years. No, yeah, 1 year.
Who was the last guy?
I mean, I can tell you guys. But
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't
I got
know.
nothing.
Justin Herbert. Right.
Uh,
You know who has the most wins out of that draft class?
Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Tua.
Who has more wins, less losses than all those guys?
Yeah, but
He's
he
only
has
one.
more wins.
He's only one
I
game
feel
out
like
of Jalen.
he's been hurt for most of his career now.
And so is Joe Burrow.
Well, yeah, but
Jalen Hurts and the Eagles weren't good.
yeah, they weren't good at the start, I guess.
But only one more loss. Jalen. So, well, 2 more losses.
So he has more wins than Justin Herbert, too.
Justin Herbert's last.
He's
I believe it. I mean, Justin Herbert hasn't led his team to the playoffs.
right, but he won 9 games last season, didn't he? I mean, I know that's not a lot, but
It's
it seems like it's more than.
Tua, Jalen. Maybe it is. There, hold on. Converse now.
Alright, so,
I found it. It's Tua, Jalen, Justin, Joe.
Wow, so Joe Burrow has the least amount, but he's the one that went to the Super Bowl.
well, that's because he balled out, but
That's amazing.
It's crazy Justin Herbert got like double the amount of losses there too.
yeah. So Jalen didn't start right away. Neither did Tua.
Okay, so Tua doesn't have the most wins, better percentage by far though. He only has 1. Actually, he might. The Chargers lose this week? Yeah.
They played the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to San
So
Francisco.
they tied on wins right now.
And he has 11, 12 more losses. Damn.
Tua solid.
Justin Herbert overrated. You heard it here first.
Obviously.
Alright, so Yeah, so Miami beat the shit out of Cleveland. Cleveland, that organization is dead. They dead. Alright, next up, we got another dead organization. The Saints get beat by Pittsburgh 20-10. Kenny Pickett, is he legit?
No.
The Saints are just that bad?
Yeah. Sorry, Christian.
Are the Saints the worst team in the NFC?
No.
Alright, well, let's move on. Let's move on to the worst team in the AFC. The Colts beat the Raiders.
Either of those teams are the worst. in
The Colts,
AFC.
yeah.
No. The
I think it's
Texans.
like a game by game.
No, they're like 3 games.
No, they're not.
Bro, yes they are.
What's your record? 6-4?
No, 3.
6-3? And they're like what?
4-5-1.
Alright, so like the game and a half behind you? Oh, you already beat them twice, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is
You
like...
played the Colts twice already.
Yeah, and beat them both times.
Damn.
Yeah, 6-3, 4-5-1.
They're still in it. That's not far out from a wild card.
I guess. If you look at conferences, they're
10th.
10th. But they still got the Bengals, Chargers, Patriots, Bills, and Jets. Damn, the Dolphins jumped the Bills.
Hey, please.
Dolphins and Jets jumped the Bills.
Because your boy would have called that also. Bills won't win their division. Oh, it's possible.
But are the Raiders dead?
Yes. For this season, yes.
Yeah.
Is Devontae Adams the stupidest person this offseason? Because he could have went to a winning team like the Titans.
He could have stayed on a winning team like the Packers.
Well, aren't Packers a winning team?
They would have been if he was still there.
I don't know if you recall the NFC Championship game, but Aaron Rodgers didn't have anybody to throw to, so he just forced it to Devontae Adams, and bad throws every time.
Yeah, well, you know what? We win 13 games with Devontae Adams.
Oh, my bad. That was a baseball.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, next up we had Arizona beating the brakes off of the Rams. How do you feel about this?
I mean,
White quarterbacks are the highest paid.
I was gonna say, that was a toss-up game because it was the battle of the backup quarterbacks.
Because Colt McCoy was better than John Wolford.
Let me ask you this. Down 17. Why did the Rams score with 16 seconds left?
Carry over to next week, bro.
He's talking as a better.
Bro, I had the under.
That's your fault.
The Rams fucked me.
It sounds like you fucked yourself. What are you talking about?
Who scores with 16 seconds left when you're down by 3 scores?
What should we have done? Nailed it out on one?
Just ran the ball.
We should have ran the ball in the game. I know that. You know who our quarterback was?
Yeah, Wolford or whatever.
Yes. The man single-handedly got Cooper Kupp hurt. Literally. Couldn't throw in the pocket. It's like you're a quarterback. Why do you throw better running for your life?
You think you could do better than him?
No.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Stop.
don't play me, bro.
Stop.
Don't hurt yourself. That's what he should have done. I don't want the Rams, bro.
Don't play.
Don't play me. You suck.
Well, it's back up there, dude. What are you talking about? Hell yeah, man.
Alright, next up we have Dallas getting beat by Green Bay.
Hell yeah. There's a bounce back game right here.
So Green Bay's winning.
They're running the table. We just need Aaron Rodgers to spell relax.
Hear me out.
Say, yeah, I believe we can run the table.
The Titans team is better. The Titans defense is better than the Cowboys defense. The Titans run game is better than the Cowboys run game.
That's what we got in Aaron Rodgers. So.
I don't know if I gave y'all another defense.
We have a better front five.
Probably. But
Our cornerbacks are probably not as good, but our safeties are.
But we have Aaron Rodgers with his back against the wall.
And you have Derrick Henry trying to push for 2,000.
That's okay.
I feel like that's out of the room.
He's not going to get 2,000 this year.
3 more 200-yard games?
3 more good.
Yeah, you speak like you just
Yeah.
said that like every
Well,
other game.
We have at least one more in him. We play the Texans again.
Has he had any this season?
Yeah, he had 219 against the Texans.
We play the Texans.
He has 6 200-yard and 2 touchdown games. 4 of them are against the Texans. About to be a 5th.
You're not getting 3 more 200-yard games,
No.
I'll say.
All right, so 4 150-yard games and the 200-yard game against the Texans.
I feel like he's broken 100 yards like twice this season.
No, it's about 4. One of them was a 219-yard game.
What chick? Go ahead, then.
All right, how do you feel?
About
The
Green Bay
Packers
beating
won,
Dallas. I told you, this is our bounce back game, bro. Aaron Rodgers has his back against the wall. We got to win the rest of the games just to hope to make the playoffs.
So is this the start of the Cowboys being the Cowboys and now going to miss the playoffs?
No, I don't think the Cowboys are going to miss the playoffs. They'll probably be like a 6 seed or something.
Okay, so he's broke 105 times.
Oh, 5. My bad.
But he also has a 53 and 25 on his resume this year.
What was the 25? Who's that against?
The Bills.
What? We went down huge, and then Todd Downing just didn't run him.
And that's my fault?
No, that's Todd Downing. And after that game, what did I say? Todd Downing should be fired. And after every game, what did I say? Todd Downing should be fired.
Has he gotten fired yet?
Well, look at his feet
No.
wet, bro.
He's been the offensive coordinator for the last 3 years.
Yeah, he's been winning the division the last 3 years, bro.
And then losing in the playoffs.
Only-
You can win regular season games running the ball all the time and then not drawing up plays that.
Only one team doesn't lose the playoffs, guy.
And who's that?
The Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, and the Titans should have been in the Super Bowl 3 of the last 5 years.
You say so, man. Patrick Mahomes is in your side.
Yeah, we should have beat them in the AFC Championship 4 years in 2019.
He's too good.
No, Brian Tannehill threw 3 picks.
That's not Pat's fault.
And then against the Ravens the next year, Brian Tannehill threw 3 picks. And then
I
against
thought y'all beat the Ravens.
Yeah, that was before we got to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Then in the divisional round, he threw 3 picks against the Ravens. One of them, A.J. Brown's wide open on the sideline, nobody around him. He threw it into triple coverage.
But that's why Pat Mahomes is so good.
And then
You don't do these things.
last year, we should have beat the Bengals. 9 sacks, 3 picks we threw. We had 9 sacks and threw 3 picks.
Y'all trying to play Among
Kind of.
Yeah,
I missed that
and like,
phase, bro.
in like 45 minutes.
Everybody was playing that while I was working, dog. There's no Among Us when you're night stalking.
Hi. Calvin Ridley, what do you have to say about this? You've been on the bench this whole time. Who you betting on?
He's got plenty of time to play Among Us.
All right, next up we had. Where are we? No, that's Monday night game, Sunday morning. All right, next up we had Jacksonville getting the absolute shit kicked out of them by Kansas City.
That man, Patrick Mahomes, bro.
So are the Chiefs the best team in the AFC?
Based on my predictions.
Are the Chiefs the best team in the NFL?
Right now, probably. That's who I feel most safe with.
So explain this. How did the Titans almost beat them with Malik Willis?
Again, how is that Pat's fault? He won.
You know, bro,
Winning's winning.
hold up. Travis Kelce ripped a dude's face mask off. Like, ripped his face mask, tore his helmet off, and they called defensive holding.
And?
That should have been a no, the 2-point conversion doesn't count. Instead of getting to redo the 2-point conversion.
Sometimes you don't get calls, bro. One time Marshawn Lynch stiff-armed Tremaine Johnson's helmet off his head and then kept stiff-arming him right in his face. Did we get a call? No.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah, Tremaine had to like push him out of bounds because he was like legit punching him in the face.
Okay, but Travis Kelce grabbed dude's face mask and ripped it off.
Happens.
And they won by 3 in overtime.
What do you want me to do? I can't go back and throw a flag. So Pat would still beat y'all.
They threw a flag. and called it defensive holding. That's what I'm saying. The Chiefs need help.
Don't need help.
They needed help against the Titans.
No,
They got beat by the Bills. They got beat by the Colts.
you lose games. They lost to the Bills last year.
They're about to lose in the playoffs to the Titans.
Well, you won't even see them.
You're right, because they're going to lose in the divisional round to whoever they play.
They're just going to step right over y'all if y'all show up on that field.
No. Derrick Henry's running for 200 yards in the playoffs.
Let's be real, man. If they just front load the box, are you confident Ryan Tannehill could win you the game?
Yep.
Yeah.
More so than Malik Willis.
That's the person that just said Ryan Tannehill threw 3 interceptions this game. Threw 3 interceptions this game.
Again, like in the offseason, this is Ryan Tannehill's 6th year. He's leading us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll see.
Treylon Burks. This is Treylon Burks' breakout week. Just wait. He's putting up 120 and 2 touchdowns.
No.
Yeah, because Jair is going to be on Nakeem Westbrook Aquino.
I think it's a kingy.
Same thing.
Bro, I don't know what Fred here was trying to say, but he said, "What's y'all's cries on Justin Fields? You think my Bears finally got their quarterback?"
Yeah, Justin Fields is
Yeah, unfortunately, I do think they got
Remember at the start
What's
of
cries mean?
I don't know. Opinion maybe? I don't know.
Think it like auto-corrected to something?
Yeah, probably.
If they could actually build around him, the Bears
Justin-
might actually
bro,
look good for the next
the-
decade.
The fact that they're finally playing around Justin Fields' strength shows that Justin Fields is legit.
All right, so get this. These are 2 quarterbacks. One's Justin Fields, right? One has, and this is their first 19 career starts. One has a 59% completion. The other one had 56.8. One's 17 to 15 touchdown interception ratio. The other one's 20 to 19. 79.4 passer rating. 74.9 passer rating. 988 rush yards. 852 rush yards.
Justin Fields is the 988 rush yards.
Okay. Do you know who they're comparing them to?
Lamar, Michael Vick, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen.
Yeah, it's just, just like, but it's kind of crazy though, right? Do we give up on quarterbacks too quickly?
Bro, he's playing better than Josh Allen. Again, at the start of the season.
But Josh Allen wasn't great in his first
He wasn't.
couple seasons.
And Justin Fields had Matt Nagy as his coach his first season and looked like trash.
Hey, Matt Nagy took the Bears to playoffs like 2 out of 3 years, and then it just went downhill.
Yeah, a lot of coaches can do that when they first step into the coaching position.
Yeah, but he took them from nothing, brought them to the playoffs, and then they fell back down to nothing.
Because he got complacent. And then he was pissed that they drafted Justin Fields and was like, I'm going to ruin this guy. And then this new coach was like, we're going to open a playbook up to Justin Fields. But we'll get to that. Actually, next, because of Detroit at Chicago.
That was a very disappointing game.
Dude, that was a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about.
I picked Chicago to win that game, though.
Oh, yeah. Bro, we were supposed to be sticking with Detroit, dog.
Okay,
What's up with that?
listen, on
You
the
don't just
pod.
punt away on your.
Hear me out, though. I've picked Detroit and Chicago every single week this year.
Are you kidding?
So it hit this week, and I was like, what do I do? And I was like, I'm riding with Justin Fields. Because
Your fault.
listen, if Chicago would have won that game and then won out, made a wild card team, that would be a fun playoff team. Seeing Justin Fields in the playoffs would be fun.
More fun than Avon St. Brown and DeAndre Swift.
They can't stay healthy.
Jeff Okuda.
Jeff Okuda did ball out.
That was a nice pick six.
Yeah, it was.
That was a dumb throw by Justin Fields, though.
Yeah, do you see what Justin Fields has to do? He has to obey 64 players at every snap.
Yeah, that was bad.
Man's literally calls hike and has to just...
Did you see the last play? He almost got sacked like 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
And then he finally did, yeah. He evaded 3 players, and then one of them got back up and finally got him. That's how bad his team is.
It's not great.
But Chicago, in the coming years, probably not next year, but the year after that, watch out. Detroit too. Detroit is missing what, 2 or 3 defensive pieces.
So, say the Rams don't get much better, or we just stay here the whole time, they're going to have the number 7th draft pick, along with their draft
Detroit
pick.
is.
Yeah, so they'll have like 2 top 10 picks again next year. Yeah.
Are they picking a quarterback? Would you take a quarterback over to sit behind Jared Goff?
No, I would take a quarterback to start over Jared.
I don't think Jared Goff's that bad.
I don't think he's that bad.
They had the number 1 offense in the league until Amon-Ra St. Brown and D. Swift went down.
And that's like hurtful to any quarterback if you take away their starting running back and number 1 receiver.
And especially a guy like Amon-Ra, because he's probably top 10 this year.
And trade away the tight end also.
Yeah, that hurts.
Did they get a first for him?
They got a second.
A second.
They traded 2 fourths and got a second and a third.
They're so loaded on picks. Dude, 2 firsts, 2 seconds. Did you say they got a third also?
2
and
thirds.
2 thirds? Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to answer your question, I don't know. This year, I don't think I would.
Wait, what was the question again?
Take a quarterback over Jared.
Oh.
It's like, who's coming out this year?
There's some good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
CJ
But-
Stroud.
But if you think about it, Hendon Hooker is probably 2 years younger than Jared Goff. Because he's 25. How old is Jared Goff? 27, 28?
Probably around there.
He's not an old quarterback. And he played well with the Rams. He has he's Kirk Cousins, basically.
Excuse me.
He showed up on primetime, guy. But, my reasoning is like, I'd have to unload Goff because that's a lot of money to just sit on the
Yeah.
bench.
Well, how much longer is this contract?
I'm pretty sure he's got at least another 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then a lot of money on the bench. And if I do start Goff, then I have the whole like ugly situation with a high pick quarterback sitting behind him, and that never like works well.
Yeah, it's different because with Ryan Tannehill and Malik Willis, because Malik Willis was picked in the 3rd round. But like the Kenny Pickett Mitch thing, the whole Steelers fan base was
Put Pickett in.
And that's even worse because like Goff actually has accomplished some things.
Yeah, he's been to a Super Bowl.
I guess Mitch has been to a Pro Bowl at least, right?
Yeah, I think 1, and he was the first MVP,
Won a playoff game.
first MVP.
You're saying MVP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Dak, the only 2 MVPs. Who's going to be it this year?
No idea.
Justin Jefferson.
You think?
Probably.
But
Is it any player or does it have to be quarterbacks?
no, it could be any player.
Yeah, everyone loves Justin Jefferson right
But
now.
hear me out. Normally, part of my take does this thing where they push for who they want to be the MVP, and that's normally who it is, because they get their whole fan base to vote for that one player, and that's like 1 million people.
Should be Kirk Cousins though. Chain, bro.
Bro, that would be sick if he was the MVP, had the chain on. But
Could add to the chains. Bro.
but if it was the Vikings player, that would kind of derail the Viking season because no MVP has made it past the first
It's
round.
only been 2 years.
But you think he's good enough to break that curse?
Who they playing?
He can't even win in prime time, bro. Like,
That's the thing. Playoff games aren't in prime time. They're early in the day.
That's true. All right, next up we had Houston at New York Giants. Giants handled them.
Dude, Saquon had like 152 yards, like a touchdown, like 30 receiving yards.
Damn. Sounds like he had a mini Derrick Henry type game. But it wasn't as good as Derrick Henry's against the Texans, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, that is both against it. Dude,
you know Saquon is leading the league in rushing yards over Derrick Henry, right?
Is he now?
Yes.
and your boy
He
Doubles.
took it over? You got Derrick Henry?
I do.
I have both in the family league that I'm in with Derrick and Jasmine's family.
Yeah, he got. Oh, yeah, he did. Bro, by 8 yards.
He's still leading over Derrick Henry.
He has 3 less touchdowns.
Okay.
What's more important, touchdowns or yards?
I'm just saying, Saquon is the leading scorer in the NFL. Or leading.
What's
rusher
more
in the
important,
NFL.
records or touchdowns?
Both.
But what's more important?
Probably a record.
Exactly. Who has the better record?
Saquon.
All right. Hear me out. Giants should have lost that game week 1.
Should coulda woulda.
Todd Downing. Fire his ass.
Hey man, it took some balls to go for 2.
All right, so we save this game to the last, or should we just stay in order? Because all we got left is the Sunday night, Monday night, and the game of the year.
Not my game of the year.
You don't think the Minnesota-Buffalo game is the game of the year?
You mean like
As of right
best
now?
records?
No, like
No, that's
the
like what happened
actual...
in that game.
Bro.
That game was crazy.
I mean, the Bears game was just as crazy as that game.
Not really, because the Vikings went from having a 2% chance at winning that game to a 70% chance to a 1% chance. Well, okay, so it went 2% earlier in the game. Then they caught back up. Then they had a 70% chance when they were at the goal line. Didn't make it in. Bills took over. They had a 2% chance. No, 1%. They went from a 2 to a 70 to a 1% chance to a 78% chance after they recovered that fumble for a touchdown.
Your equation didn't account for it. It's on the 1-inch line.
That's not my equation. That's the NFL's.
Well, the NFL's equation didn't account for it. It shouldn't have been 1% chance they win.
They didn't have the
How
ball.
often does that happen, though?
Yeah.
Okay, even if you didn't muff the snap, though, they still could have got the safety and got a field goal to win.
Potentially, yes.
But 1% chance that happens?
Yes, because that doesn't happen
Because that never...
very often.
You're never in that situation.
Exactly.
When you're on the 1 yard line.
Oh my god.
We'll just talk about that. We're already talking about it. Did Justin Jefferson have the catch of the year?
That catch was insane.
Oh, man.
Is he making that catch if the defender's not on him?
That's my thing, because I feel like the defender had it more initially.
Initially, and then like
hold
both
it down.
hands, both like one hand from Justin Jefferson was on it, and one hand from the defender was on it as they were coming down, and then that's when Justin Jefferson pinned it to his body and brought it
He
in.
did pull it into his body.
I'm gonna go with that Pickens catch.
That picking catch was
That
insane
was
too.
sick.
It's crazy how quickly people forget. You know?
Oh no,
But but those backs, I mean, dude. That,
but even before that one, Stephon Diggs' catch, one-handed grab that he had in that game was insane, and he didn't have any defender there
to stop him.
to stop him. So I mean, that was absolutely insane too. That game. That's why we're saying that was probably game of the year because there was just so
everything
much
that
shit that happened.
It was a good game.
It was a great game. Don't sit here like it was a good game. No, that was
I'd give it like a
great
7.
game. Oh my god.
I don't like bonkers stuff.
Are the Vikings winning out?
No.
That's
They'll
one,
lose a few more games, but
that's one thing that's kind of been like frustrating for me is the Vikings and Eagles.
Have an easy schedule?
They like, haven't really beat anybody. The Vikings just beat the Bills.
Okay, but hear me out. The Eagles have the 28th easiest schedule. The Vikings have the 13th. It's a huge gap.
13th?
It's a huge gap.
Who have they beaten?
The
The
Packers.
Vikings?
Didn't they beat? No.
The Packers lost 5 games in a row.
We
Who
don't
else
have
did
to
they
talk
beat?
about that. We're not talking about the Packers right now.
I'm just saying, neither team has beaten anybody.
Washington.
Like, you see this
They
stat
beat
right?
the Dolphins.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Dolphins without Tua.
That is true.
They beat the Cardinals without D-Hop.
The Bears. The Saints. Packers.
The
That
Packers
was the
was week
season
1.
opener.
So, yeah.
See, they haven't beat nobody except for the Bills. With Josh Allen, not knowing if he was playing.
But Justin Jefferson's probably the best receiver in the league.
He has the potential for best game of the week. Every week, I'll say. Because there are games where he gets shut down.
Yeah, I'm still not ready to call him the best wide receiver in the
I am.
league, but he's
I am.
definitely up there.
If there was a draft, though, And Cooper Kupp was already selected.
So, if you're picking in like each category, so you pick your quarterback first, then your running back, then your receiver, and you have the number one pick for receivers, you're taking Cooper Kupp over Justin?
Yes. Assuming he's healthy.
That's the thing, though. Looking at full careers, you're taking Cooper over Justin. What do you know?
I'm taking Stephon Diggs and Devontae Adams over Justin Jefferson right now.
Take Cooper.
I'm taking Justin Jefferson, then Jamar Chase. But next up, we had the Sunday night game.
You say then Jamar Chase? What are you going off of, like?
He's youngest.
Yeah.
He's young. He's fast as fuck.
Are we talking about, like, for, like, a whole career? Like, from right this point on?
From this point on to...
Well, then probably I'd take Justin Jefferson. Because those other guys are, like, all 28.
Older, yeah.
Plus.
But what about, like, Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson? They're both rookies.
Yeah, but, you know, we're talking the last two guys who set the record for receiving yards by a
That's
rookie.
true. That's true. All right, so next up we got Chargers at 49ers. 49ers won that one. That was a tough game between them.
Yeah.
Niners are scary.
Battle of the Bosa brothers, even though I don't think...
Joey,
yeah, I don't think Joey played that game, right?
Did he not?
is that a surprise to you?
All right, but is the star of the game the Bosa's mom? You remember?
Zach Wilson over here.
Yeah.
No, she had the split jerseys.
Oh, yeah,
she had bling.
Oh, and the
She had
chain.
the chain with the bling.
Yeah, she
her
had-
hat had bling
So
all
her
over
chain had one helmet, like giant helmet, a San Francisco helmet, and a LA Chargers helmet.
That's pretty cool.
And they were like not
diamonds,
small.
bro.
Yeah, I mean they were
diamonds. They were
iced
bling,
out.
like Kirk Cousins bling, bro.
I didn't see it.
Bro, she had to be the
I
star.
forgot about that. Yeah, no, her chains were massive, and yeah, a San Francisco helmet and a Chargers helmet. I was like, holy
With
shit.
the half and half
With
jerseys.
the half and half jersey.
Chargers or Raiders? Biggest disappointment of the season?
The Raiders.
Raiders by far.
But is
by far.
it one of
Raiders.
those two teams though?
No. Broncos.
The Broncos are pretty disappointing this year.
Because the Broncos, everybody talked about Russ is there. They're going to cook. Oh, the Broncos
Let
are
Russ
making
cook.
You don't think they
playoffs.
did that with the Chargers and Raiders though?
They said that the West was the strongest division. But
yeah.
the Broncos and Raiders haven't lived up to the hype. The Chargers are at least in the playoff race. The Broncos and they're like, I think they're 8th right now.
They're only in the playoff race because they're beating up on those. They beat those other two teams you mentioned.
I just looked at the standings.
Yeah, Chargers are 5-4. They're sitting in 8th place right now.
Yeah.
5-4.
Yeah.
But the Patriots are 5-4 too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 2 of those wins are against the Raiders and Broncos, or 3 of those wins?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think it might be 3.
Because if that's the case,
The
they're
Raiders are 15th in the AFC.
I can't believe it.
The Broncos are 12th in the AFC.
Yeah, not great. I'll concede to that. But what are you laughing at?
Okay, so they played. So they lost to the Chiefs in week 1. Nope.
The Raiders were the first game.
They lost, or they beat the Raiders, lost to the Chiefs, lost to the Jags, beat the Texans, beat the Browns, beat the Broncos, lost to the Seahawks, beat the Falcons, lost to the 49ers.
Okay, so they haven't beat a good team either.
Who's they?
The Chargers.
Oh.
No, and they lost to the Jags,
They lost to the Jags?
38-10.
And they
Got
almost
destroyed by the Jags.
They almost lost to the Texans. I remember that game. They had a big breakaway run that put it out of hand in the last couple minutes.
But yeah, I mean the Chargers aren't living up to expectations, but they're also not the Broncos or Raiders.
They're just not as bad as those teams
Yeah.
by association.
Exactly.
Because they had to play them.
All right,
Which is
finishing up with the biggest shock of the week. The Commanders beating the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Now let me tell you, the Eagles got robbed.
So I ain't gonna lie.
They though.
Didn't watch the game.
Okay, so there was this, did you watch it?
No, but I heard about the play.
I watched the first
The face
half.
mask?
No, I thought you were talking about roughing the when what's his face Heineke slid and then the Philadelphia player came in late for the unnecessary roughness call.
No, that one didn't really change too much. But there was a face. So the Eagles, it was like 3rd and 8. Goddard caught it for first down, and the Washington dude grabbed nothing but face mask. Literally full grip, ripped his head. The line judge or the back ref was just standing right there, saw it, ripped his face. The ball comes out because of how hard he ripped it, and Goddard was hurt. And they picked it up and they gave it to him. Gave it to Washington. They did call them down, but I mean that they were driving. Then another one, dude gave himself up, got hit, fumbled the ball. He was on the ground, got hit because he gave himself up, got hit, fumbled the ball, and they called that a fumble, and that basically game over.
Sounds clean to me.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting them to lose to the Commanders. I thought they would lose, but not to the Commanders.
So now y'all don't have to worry about trying to end the streak.
Right. You can just play ball and hopefully win that game.
No, I was hoping that the Titans beat the fuck out of them. Okay, let me tell you something though. Titans fans piss me off. Because all they do is talk shit about A.J. Brown. What is the point? He's gone. He's a good receiver. And he's not on the Titans no more. They're like, oh, he only had 1 catch for 7 yards. A.J. Brown can't see anybody open. Like,
Well, he did also troll y'all like the week before.
I know, but like, who gives a shit? It's because the Titans been hating on him this whole season. A.J. Brown's a good receiver. Let him be a good receiver.
Yeah, he's a top 20 receiver.
Top 10.
Maybe. Are you putting him top 10?
Top
right
10.
away?
I would have to think about it.
All right,
I would
let's
actually
do it real quick.
list it out.
Is Keenan Allen better than A.J. Brown?
Not this year.
No.
T. Higgins.
No.
Jamar
Jamar Chase, yes.
Jamar Chase.
Yes.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp.
I would take Cooper Kupp over.
Devontae Adams.
Yes.
This year?
Yes.
Devontae Smith.
No.
No, I'd take A.J. Brown over Devontae.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Well, according to you.
I like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't think he's better than A.J. Brown.
That's actually a tough one.
I'll go AJ. He's healthier.
I just like the size of AJ. He's a big receiver that can go up for the ball.
Let me think of some other. Deontay Johnson.
No.
Nah.
Amari Cooper.
No.
CeeDee Lamb.
I think about it.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think of other receivers that are good.
Debo,
Terry
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Terry McLaurin.
No.
That's an iffy one for me.
Michael
I like
Michael
Jim
Thomas.
McLaurin.
Man play like
If he can stay
games.
healthy.
Garrett Wilson.
No.
No.
Stephon Diggs.
Yes.
I think that's 7 now. None of the Patriots receivers. What about Jalen Waddle?
Yes. And Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill?
Yes.
Tyreek Hill for sure.
Jalen Waddle maybe.
It is a maybe for me.
So that's
I'll go Jalen.
all right. So that's 9. See if we can find a 10th.
Mike Evans.
Hey, don't y'all remember when y'all was gassing up Cortland Sutton so much? Huh? Where's that talk?
Who?
It was mainly Wyatt.
Yeah, I said he was a good receiver, yeah, but he ain't.
Let's go through the
That
Jalen
that whole Denver offense has not shown.
Anybody
He
on the
ain't
Chiefs?
Jalen Waddle,
Juju
guy.
Smith.
No.
No.
All right.
Travis Kelce though.
Yeah, but that's the tight end.
I'd still pick him over AJ Brown.
Would you pick Travis Kelce over 8 receivers?
8? I don't know.
Travis Kelce's one of the best receivers in the game right now.
Christian
Good.
Kirk.
No.
Hey, he's a baller.
Christian Kirk is
Bobby Woods.
Christian Kirk is 11 in receiving yards right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Brandon
He's
Cook.
balling. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I might
Michael
put,
Pittman Jr.
I would probably put AJ Brown at top 10. Because I mean,
At
right now
10.
He's sitting at
10.
9 right now in terms of yards.
Yeah, but anybody of these.
Well, then, so if you take Travis Kelce actually out, then he's sitting at 8 among receivers.
Yeah, but Jamar Chase has been injured.
Right.
We put him above him. DK
But-
Metcalf or Tyler Lockett? Either the Giants
I
or
know, I would
Steelers?
put A.J. Brown over DK.
Sterling Shepard?
Sterling's not even playing.
Oh.
He's hurt. Got hurt in that
You
Cowboys
would put
game.
AJ
I
over
would put-
DK?
Yeah, I would put A.J. in the top 10.
If he is top 10, he's at 10 for me. Because we've already named 9?
Well, you said yes to CD Lamb, but he's below him on this.
I said maybe.
Yeah, that's true. I counted it.
I mean, they're pretty similar with numbers right now.
What about Michael Pittman Jr.?
I like Michael Pittman.
Did you say anything
Not
about Mike Evans? Would you take Mike Evans
Oh.
over?
See, with Mike Evans, you get the like extra pushing is allowed.
DJ Moore?
No. It's a toss up for me, Mike Evans and AJ Brown.
I mean, so A.J. Brown is like right around that top 10 area, like maybe 12 to 8 range, right?
Yeah.
You would say?
Did he make the Eagles better?
I mean, yeah.
All right, that's all you need to know.
I mean, what?
Would he make any team better?
Oh, hell yeah. I wish the Packers had him.
Would Mike Evans make any team better?
Yeah, I wish the Packers had him.
All right, let's move on to the next.
You know how bad you have to be to make a team worse? You have to be Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I'm sticking on that one.
Yeah, he's starting over P.J. Walker this week, right?
Because he's hurt.
Right.
All right, Christian, if you're in this, give us your picks as we go. I can tell you're not in this, but
Where is Sam Darnold?
he plays for the Panthers.
No, I'm saying, where is he? Why is he just on the sideline every week? I thought it was supposed to be like 4 to 6 weeks.
He's not better than Baker, and he's not better than PJ.
I'm just saying, man. Was Baker have like one more win than him this season?
And Sam Darnold or P.J.?
Than Sam Darnold?
This season?
Yeah, you trying to tell me Sam Darnold couldn't have won one game this season?
Probably not. Sam Darnold was bad.
Sam Darnold won like 4 or 5 games last season.
I guess.
Okay.
All right, first up, we got the Thursday night game.
Green Bay.
Tennessee playing in Green Bay.
In Green Bay?
Yeah, is that
Green
right?
Bay's favorited by 3.5.
Wow.
Over-under is 41. The Titans are still the most disrespected team in the fucking league.
Green
This
Bay
is
all day.
something.
Write it
Why
down.
is Tennessee
Take the points.
not favored? Tell me why Tennessee's not favored right now. Tell me. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Because Aaron Rodgers has his back against the wall and he needs to win the rest of the games.
Do you think they would have been favored if they lost to the Cowboys by, let's say, a field
No.
goal? You don't think so?
No.
That's crazy. Just one game, they're like, yeah.
We're back, baby.
One game, 3.5 favorites now.
Who you got, Jordan?
I will take Green
Give
Bay,
me Green Bay.
but I'm just saying that they are kind of disrespecting you a little bit.
Bro, you want to hear the biggest disrespect the Titans have gotten? They played in Arrowhead 2 weeks ago. They were 12.5-point underdogs.
12.5.
Jeez.
Jacksonville went to Arrowhead last week. They were 9.5.
I don't know, man.
Where'd those 3 points go?
I don't
The Titans are better than Jacksonville.
They are.
What the fuck is that bullshit?
I don't know what that is. That's funny, though.
Why does the league hate Tennessee? That's what I want to know. What did Tennessee do just for every person in commentating, fucking analysts, Roger Goodell, betting firms? What made them just say, fuck Tennessee, fuck the
They
Titans, fuck Derrick Henry?
It has to be the quarterback, dude.
Ryan Tannehill's not even top, like bottom 20. I mean, okay, bottom 15.
I would say
he's
he's
top 20.
He's 20 to 15. Where's my list?
I know, right? I mean,
I will.
Is he better than Russ this year?
this year? Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Do wins matter?
A little bit.
But do y'all have a better team outside of the quarterbacks?
Not our receivers. Our receivers are the worst receivers in the league. And don't say Green Bay has the worst receivers because
We have
do.
some pretty bad receivers.
Denver don't have good receivers either, though.
They were supposed to be good.
Around here, if you listen, I'm sure in
Okay,
Tennessee
hear
they're
me
like,
out.
our receivers are good.
With the no. Titans fans hate our receivers.
Or maybe it's the quarterback.
Broncos defense is making it to where the Broncos only have to put up 18.5 points a game, and they would be 8-1 right now. Drew Lock last year was averaging 20.5 points a game. Russ is averaging 14. 14, bro.
I'm saying, man. New system.
All right, next up we got
And
Cleveland.
Hackett isn't turning out to be.
We got the Browns.
Hold on, wait. Do you think the Titans would be better if Russell Wilson was their starting quarterback?
No.
If you would have asked me that question last year, I would have said yes.
I'm just saying,
But
man.
honestly, after watching them,
Okay, but
Denver,
if he has no receivers in Denver, he has even less receivers in Tennessee, bro.
I don't know about that.
Treylon Burks got hurt the second week.
Okay.
Kyle Phillips got hurt the second week.
Okay.
Robert Woods is coming off an ACL tear and hasn't been the same.
Well, maybe if you'll take him off punt return, he could be fresh for this play. I'm just saying, man. I don't
Robert
know.
Woods isn't a true number one, though. Was he number one at the Rams?
Yes.
When Cooper was hurt?
He was number one up until last year.
Because Cooper was hurt up until last year.
No, I mean, even it was like up until when he got hurt is when Cooper really started like taking off.
Really?
I thought so.
All right, well, next up we got the Browns going on to New York to play the Bills.
Bills.
And the Bills are beating the shit out of them.
Who's they playing?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against, or it's hard to pick Cleveland.
Yeah. This is why you the first time I picked Buffalo.
Dude, just go with the Bills.
Go with Cleveland. Stick to it.
Nah,
I'm still picking the Bears and the Lions, and they're both probably going to lose.
give me Buffalo.
And this is the one time Buffalo loses.
I think so.
Wait a minute.
Wait, I mean,
You picked Buffalo over the Titans.
did I?
Yes.
Okay, second time then.
I was the only
No,
one.
I didn't. I picked the Titans because
No way.
you guys always play very good against them.
That is true. I even said that to
No,
every
we haven't.
person.
Shouldn't
I don't
we write it
know.
down?
I don't think I do. Because, like, I have, like, the week one shit, and then it's just gone.
Oh.
I'm like 95% sure I picked the Titans.
Week one. Yeah, I think we skipped that week.
Mm.
I think that was the week that I couldn't make it because I was getting killed at work.
Let me go back to my record predictions, bro.
All right.
That's where it's at.
Next up, we got Washington going on to Houston to play the Texans.
Easy Washington.
Oh yeah, by the way, Buffalo's 8-point favorites against Cleveland and 43 is the over-under. Washington's 3.5-point favorites against Houston and the over-under's 40.5.
Washington going to Houston?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Houston.
I'm taking Washington
Yeah,
still.
give me Washington.
Guys, Washington stinks. Houston stinks too, but come on.
No.
You know,
Washington's average. Houston
average?
stinks. They're 5-5. That's literally average.
Washington's
What's up,
5-5.
fellas? If you guys think Washington's better than Houston, let us know. in the
They're
comments.
better, I'm just saying.
So they're average. Houston stinks.
Hardly do you lose every game, guys.
All right.
Houston-
They haven't lost every game. They're 1-6-1.
Yeah, but they've lost a lot
What's
of
the
games
Colts
in a
new
row.
coach named? Jeff
Saturday.
Saturday. Is he
Oh, that's a-
leading?
Pro Bowl Hall of Fame
Center.
center, dog.
Is he leading the Colts to a second victory?
Against?
Yeah, who they playing?
They're home against the Eagles. Back-to-back losses?
Dang.
I say no.
No, Eagles win that one.
If
I
the
say
Eagles
Eagles.
didn't lose this week,
You say maybe,
I would.
but you taking Philly?
I'll take Philly.
All right.
Because that is a trap game if I ever heard of one.
All right. So this week is just roomful of football against roomful of football because the next roomful of football matchup
Rams and Saints.
is the Rams going to New Orleans to play the Saints. Saints are favored by 4, 38.5
I'll be at fault.
I don't know, is Stafford going to play?
Yeah. Well, I would unless he has a setback, because he almost played yesterday.
I'm going to just write Christian down for New Orleans. I'm going to write you down for the Rams.
I'm going to go Rams.
Dang, 4.5 underdogs to the Saints.
Oops, you said you're going Rams.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
I'm going New Orleans.
Mm.
Gotta go different. So I'm going to just write Christian down for Titans. Next up, we got Chicago. I'm picking Chicago just so everybody knows. Going to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Justin Fields is going to run all over this defense.
You said it's in Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta. Atlanta is 3-point favorites with an over-under 50. I might bet the over on that one.
I'll take Atlanta.
I'm going to go Chicago.
But
I want them to lose, but if they don't, then I got my pick right.
50 points, though. I could see them going over that.
Easy. All right. Continue on. We got the Jets going back to New England to play the Patriots. Patriots are 3-point favorites with 38.5 over/under.
Give me the Jets.
You said it's in New England?
It's in New England. New England won this game when it was in New York.
I will say New England.
Well, I don't think the Jets are losing twice to the Patriots, so I'm going Jets.
Would you have thought the Rams would lose like 9 times in a row to San Francisco?
Is it 9 times in a row?
Yes.
Holy
In
shit.
the regular season.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Detroit going to New Jersey to play the Giants, the G-Men. Giants are 3-point favorites. 46.5 is the over/under, and I'm taking Detroit.
I'm taking Giants.
The Giants aren't in New Jersey, are they?
Yeah, they play in
The same field as the Jets.
the Jets.
Which is in New Jersey?
Yeah,
Yep.
the stadium's in New Jersey.
Oh, I did not know that.
The only actual New York team is Buffalo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll be the smart one on the podcast.
Who's playing again?
The Lions, Giants.
Yeah. Where is it? In New York?
It is in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
The
East Rutherford.
Giants are home. They play right down the road from Rutgers.
Zaman and what's his name? What? I'll take the Giants.
All right. Next up, we got Carolina traveling to Baltimore to get their ass beat by the Ravens. Baltimore is 12-point favorites with a 43.5
12 points.
over/under.
That's disrespectful.
That is very disrespectful. P.J. Tucker is the most electrifying QB to ever come out of the XFL.
PJ Walker.
P.J. Walker. I said P.J. Tucker. That is. Does he play for the Houston Rockets right now?
Sixers.
Damn. I don't even know my basketball.
You said they're going up against Baltimore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, give me Baltimore.
Whoever doesn't pick Baltimore.
Christian. Hey, what up, Shiny? Alright. Continue on. We got Oakland going downtown to your hometown, Denver. Oakland's playing Denver, and I believe my brother's going to this game. RIP to him, because Denver might win. Denver's favored by 2.5, over under 41.5, and there might be 12 points scored in this game.
I'm taking Oakland. Or Oakland.
Well,
Give me Vegas.
Oh, I don't know why I wrote Oakland.
Give me the Vegas Raiders.
Give me Vegas.
I'm taking Vegas because I will not pick the Broncos.
Even though I've punted my pick of them going to the Super Bowl, sticking through. All they have to do is win like 10 straight games.
Alright, next up, we got Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Cincinnati's 5-point favorites with a 41 over/under. And Jamar Chase is still out. But I'm sticking with Cincinnati.
At Pittsburgh,
I don't know Cincinnati stuff.
give me Pittsburgh. Beat them down again.
I don't think Pittsburgh's capable of winning 2 games in a row.
Dallas Going to Minnesota. Dallas is a 1-point favorite with a 47.5-point over under.
Dallas is 1 point favorite.
That has to be
Minnesota.
the second most. I'm taking Minnesota, but that has to be the second most disrespectful thing I've seen on this list.
I also want Minnesota.
Because the Titans not being favored against the Packers is disrespectful.
Aaron Rodgers, let's go.
Alright, our Sunday night game. KC. They got flexed against the Chargers. But Chargers are home. And Kansas City's favored at 6.5 with an over-under 50.5.
Do you see the last 6 times the Chargers have played the Chiefs, they were leading at halftime?
I've lost everyone.
Yeah. Or they lost 4 out of the 6 or something like that.
Jesus.
But I will say Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm taking KC.
And I'm going to go with the Chargers. Good talk. Alright, to finish it up, we got the Monday night game. San Francisco in the primetime slot again against Arizona. We got San Francisco favored by 8 points with an over-under of 43.5.
8 points? God.
Yeah, give me San Francisco.
I'm taking San Fran, but I don't know if they're going to cover that spread.
Give me Arizona.
Alright, now we just need Christian's picks. Christian, stop working.
Arizona plays San Fran pretty good. They're a good matchup for them.
We're picking our favorites, dogs, and
Oh yeah, this is
Over.
favorite dog over under. Jordan, I'll let you start with your favorite. So just out of these.
Baltimore.
You think they're gonna win by 12
yeah, by 12.
against Carolina?
I'm taking Carolina as my dog.
I mean, that would be good for the podcast. You guys going up against each other.
Atlanta. No. Atlanta.
Oh, favorite?
Say Green Bay.
Yeah. Give me Green Bay 3.5.
My favorite is going to be Philadelphia. We already know my favorite dog. I'm winning a steak off of this. Tennessee, baby.
I'm taking Carolina
Alright, I'm
With
going
their-
with their 12 point down.
Actually, yeah. Man. Give me Arizona.
Alright.
1 point isn't. The
I'll let
Vikings
you,
just have to win.
let you go with your favorite over first.
Favorite over. Give me the. We can take Rams.
Saints. What do they have as projected? 40 points?
38.5.
That seems a little high.
I'm going Chicago and Atlanta.
Excuse me.
Just overs.
Jesus. Oakland, Denver.
For your over?
Las Vegas and Denver.
You screwed it up.
I was gonna pick that as my under because
Are you
the
picking it
Broncos.
as your under?
Let me see. What's the point total?
It was 38, right?
41.5.
41.5.
Yeah, give me the under on that one. Because the Broncos can't score. What'd you say? 14 points a game
All we need is 3 touchdowns per team, guys.
per team. The Broncos can't do that, bro.
The Raiders have no quarters. Under?
Yeah.
Jesus. Tennessee, Green Bay.
What is the total on that one?
I think it was like 42.
Yeah, 41. And I'm going
Bruh, Packers are putting up 40 by themselves.
I'm going San Fran in Arizona, 43 and a half.
Alright, so if it's 40-0, then it's still under.
All right, we got our favorites, dogs, overs, and unders. All right, Calvin Ridley, you're a betting man. Why don't you wait in on the Titans this week?
Betting, man.
All right, it's smart to stay silent. Smart to stay silent. Calvin Ridley ain't said nothing this week. Maybe next week.
Terrible special
Tune in next time to see who our new special guest is.
Terrible special
You guys got anything else about? Oh wait, Jordan, I need your Super Bowl prediction. I got Christian's, mine, and Wyatt's.
So I change it now?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
mid-season.
You can if you want.
Oh man.
Or keep it the same.
You could say the Rams and Raiders.
I'm still riding with my Bills, but I changed the Packers one.
Rams Ravens, final answer.
Actually,
Rams Ravens.
Yeah. We just gotta get hot at the right time. So, bro, everyone the Rams have played this season are either currently leading their division right now or was in the playoffs last year. Except for the Panthers.
and who do you got winning that game?
Right? Bro? Talking about. We just gotta get hot, dog.
You think you're going to be the Bengals of last year?
Maybe.
What seed were the Bengals last year? Were they 7th seed or 6th? Oh, they were 4th seed?
The Rams and the Bengals are both 4 seeds.
All right, well, that's been Roomful of Football. I'll be crying tonight because I'm getting steak on Thursday.
All I know is San Francisco go to the Super
Love you
Bowl.
guys.